Alright, you know something? I think my parents, specifically my childhood parents, and maybe one of my modern parents, regret raising me right. They don't like regret raising me right, morally speaking. But I think they regret specifically raising me to be like too nice or whatever. And being too moral, maybe. Because I think I say it this way, they regret it, is because I'm very sheltered. Like, I was very sheltered back in the day. Now, I don't really like to go out as much. I really don't, honestly. And because of that, I think that's what they're exactly regretting. I think that's what I had to focus a little. Because I'm getting sick of these Georgia drivers doing what they're not supposed to. So I need to start making them aware, I don't know. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, that I'm flashing my lights, so yeah. Anyway, so like I said, I was sheltered back in the day. Now I really don't want to go out as much. I just want to stay inside the house and do whatever. The only time I want to go outside the house is if I'm either working, trying to make a little bit more money, or what's someone looking for? Going to Six Flags or whatever, or going on a vacation or whatever. That's the only time I go outside. Otherwise, anything else, no. My modern parents, they do drink, but me, I don't drink at all. Voice crack. I don't drink at all, no. And I don't plan on drinking at all. The only condition I plan on drinking, if two of my childhood siblings, including me, could fulfill something we used to do in our childhood, and now just redoing it as adults with actual drinks. I'm not going to specify what it is, but it's something all three of us used to do. And so far, 2 out of 3 of us want to fulfill that. But I'm not fulfilling it unless all 3 of us will. But I know one of them not going to do it. So anyways, I don't drink, which means I don't go out to party or whatever, to club or whatever, because I hate clubs. I really do. Because I've been inside a few of them. I've been inside a few of them, and I do not like it. Nope, not at all. The constant loud music, especially down here in Atlanta, the kind of music as well. What else? The dancing, the cringe dancing, I'll say. I don't like dancing. Nah. What else? What else? Shoot. The smoking, the drinking, all the flirting and stuff like that. It's just something, It all goes down to me being how I was raised as a childhood. Unfortunately, my childhood family, specifically my childhood parents, was way too religious. Way too religious. It was more about religion more than relationship with Jesus, actually. Jesus Christ. That's what it was all about. They was way too religious. And because of that, guess what? Your children aren't as successful as they should be. I recently told my biological mother that chances are the bloodline is going to stop with us. It's got to stop with us. We have high standards. And that's the thing I think they're starting to regret. We got standards. Not only that, we see the world for like it is. We see the world like it is. Oops. We're not going to sit there and settle. None of us is willing to settle. No. And they seem to not really like that. And my biological mother seemed to feel sad that she ain't gonna be able to see her grandchildren because it may not happen. I think she's accepting about it. It is like as if it is what it is, but But she knows we're ain't the same. So there's that part. So anyway, so I told her that straight up. Hey, the bloodline might stop with us. Me, I'm scared of a woman playing me, so I'm gonna have high standards. Specifically Christian high standards. Christian-based high standards, plus red pill, plus black pill high standards. Two of my the next two younger siblings. Okay, my older sibling, my immediate older sibling, is what's what I'm looking for. They got high standards for men. My younger immediate sibling have high standards too. In fact, but the thing is, I think he's a bit more blue-pilled. I mean, he does do red pill content, but I'm not gonna get too much in. Yeah, he does watch red pill content, but he doesn't. He seems a bit blue pill still, because the stuff I wanted to tell him, he seemed to not want to listen. So there's that. And then my further immediate three, two childhood siblings. They got standards for man. If anything, I think they got hypocrisy for man as well. So they choose not to get married because they don't want to settle. They want basically they're modern women. They're modern women. On top of that feminist acting, they want men to do all this extra junk and have to wow her or whatever. Do all this extra junk to win her or whatever, while she gets to do exactly nothing and do masculine things. So there's them. And then my youngest immediate sibling, he said he don't want to get married. I mean, I don't know what he's only I think 11 years old, so I'm not sure what it is he's researching, but I'm not sure, but he said he doesn't want to get married. I'm gonna be taking a look at him. Wait until he get like 16, 18 years old and see how his response is. By the time he's that, I'll be 30 years old. I'll be like in my 30s. Wow, that's crazy. Anyway, so I'll be in my 30s. I will be in my 30s. Anyway, so my childhood parents see that, and my modern parents see that the children, all 6 of us, we don't want to settle. We're not going to sit there and accept nothing. We're not going to settle and taking people's attitudes or taking the bare minimum of people not treating us right and everything. I feel like they don't like that, and none of us don't really like. Well, I'm not gonna say none of us don't really like to go out, but we don't really go out because we always so sheltered. I think it goes down to because we were sheltered. Because we were sheltered, we don't really have the desire to go out as much. I'm specifically talking about the first set of my immediate child siblings, me, my older sibling, and my immediate younger sibling right after me. That's just us 3. Specifically, since we're the adults here. We're the adults here. And I'm thinking they regret raising us to be so religious. Like religious. Because we have high standards of dating, we just do not want to do right. We want to keep the religious aspect of our dating and stuff like that. And we don't want to settle. Now, as far as me, I would say the religious aspect of me that they regret is me requiring so many high standards from a woman. Because like I said, everything I gotta say is complete nonsense to all of them. To everyone, including, like, I feel like all of my variant families, alternative families, target me because they don't like my standards. Me having high standards of what I want in a woman. They literally, last year, were talking down on me, talking about Obviously, it's a predator mentality to go for younger women, even if she's at least 19. So there's that part. What else? And biblically speaking, that really has nothing to do with it per se, but yeah. Anyway, so they don't like the fact I'm not going out there. Specifically, my modern parents. They don't like the fact I'm not out there, and a few members of my childhood family as well. They seem to not like the fact I'm not going out there slaying all this poom and all that junk, slaying all this kitty. Because apparently, according to one of my modern parents, and I think one of even my childhood parents, they saying some stuff you should have been dating a long time ago. But I think that was one of my other modern parents speaking through one of my childhood parents, honestly. And another one talking about, I recently was told by one of my modern parents that the other modern parent thought person on their phone make no sense. I was recently told by one of my modern parents that the other modern parent like thought something is really wrong with me, calling me crazy and everything just because I'm not out there. I'm so young, I'm a man, and I should have a whole bunch of body count by now. I should have been able to sleep around with a whole bunch of girls by now. And they find that very problematic. Like, what's wrong with him? Is he crazy? And then on top of that, me constantly talking about nerdy stuff like Sonic and cartoons and sci-fi and multiverse, universe, time travel, and all that jizz and stuff like that. You know, one of my modern parents they really think I'm not a man. They really don't think I'm not a man. I should have been out there slaying all this poom, sleeping around. I should have had a whole bunch of bodies by now. And honestly, I feel like my other modern parent is regretting raising me the right way, because if I wasn't raised the right way, I would have definitely fulfilled that desire of my other modern parent of sleeping around and having a whole bunch of bodies by now. I would have definitely had that by now. Fulfilled that little desire of theirs. My biological father, I mean, I think, as far as I'm concerned, and back in 2019, no, I'm going to say like 2018, he knew I was a virgin, I think. But he had a lot of respect for it. Because again, one of his females was trying to buy my virginity. Way older woman raping, trying to molest a 19-year-old guy. What's wrong with you? Since an older man going for a younger girl, 19 years old, and since that's predator mentality, a 40-year-old woman going for a 19-year-old man is predator just as much. I don't care. He just became grown. He don't know nothing. And I really didn't at 19. I didn't know nothing. Anyways, it goes down to this. In conclusion, I just really think I don't like the fact that I was supposed to have all kinds of girlfriends by now. I should have slept around with a whole bunch of women by now. I think the only reason why they don't like that is because of the noise incident. I was told because of the noise incident, and I didn't take it as well. And I was not necessarily forbidding them for doing what they were doing, but I was basically holding them accountable for their noise incident. So they found it like, what's wrong with him? Hasn't he experienced the same? I guess one of my modern parents assumed that I experienced everything what they experienced. Me sleeping around a bunch. So I guess they found there's something like, why is he saying this? Like, oh, he's a virgin. Oh, that's why. Well, I don't get it. Why is he a virgin? He was supposed to have been slept around with a whole bunch of women by now. He should have had a whole bunch of girlfriends. What's wrong with him? And then on top of that, me not liking sports on top of that. My life not being so together and me having super high standards. Now, even my modern mother doesn't like my high standards as well. Both of my modern parents do not like my high standards. It sounds like nonsense to them. Even to my childhood father as well. I don't know about my biological father, but even against my childhood father, I said I'm not settling. Like, I thought I'm supposed to be pure. I think they starting to regret that I'm sitting here not being pure, because they know the thing is they're getting older. Both my modern parents and childhood parents is getting older. And even my biological parents are getting older. They're getting older, and they see that none of their children, specifically the grown children, has not been successful. Has not successfully procreated yet. Why? Because we were raised to do it right. We were raised to do it right. To do everything right. So they have regrets for that now. I feel like they have regrets for that now. They regret raising us properly. So now they're in a situation, where they feel like I failed as a parent. Well, in a sense, childhood parents, y'all did fail. In a sense, y'all did. Y'all not even together no more. Y'all divorced now. So now, because they ain't together no more, in a sense, they did fail. Because, think of this way, all y'all did is shelter us all our life. All you did is shelter us. You shelter us. We wasn't allowed to go over friends' houses and stuff like that, because I don't know how their life is like. We wasn't allowed to go to friends' houses. We wasn't allowed to at least hang out with, church friends or whatever. It was just all about, read your Bible and just read your Bible and do your homework and listen to the adults. We wasn't allowed to question authority and everything, and because of that, look, it really made us very docile and very submissive and very not knowing how to really do stuff in life. They only taught us morality. That's it. Nothing else. They didn't teach us life. They only taught us morality. That's it. And because of that, you failed as parents, and now we have high standards, and we don't really know how to attract a partner or even know how to go and get a partner. We only know what we want. That's it. And we're not willing to settle. So I'm specifically talking about us, the adults. That's who I'm specifically talking about. The adults. So yeah, I really think they regret raising us right. I'm not saying they regret raising us as Christian. No, I'm not saying that. They just simply regret not letting us be out in the house. And I think one of my childhood parents told me that they kind of do wish they let us out the house more often. And because of that, look at us now. We sitting there, and all of us are in our 20s. The OG 3 immediate sibling children or whatever. We are all three of us in our 20s, and we still don't got no partner. And 2 out of 3 of us are still virgins. I think. I know at least 2 out of, I know at most 2 out of 3 of us are still virgins. Yeah, that's for sure. I'm not going out there to settle for no woman. Nah, I taught my standards. So that's it. My parents, my modern parents / child parents, they regret raised me right. It's their fault. They regret it. And I feel like they want us to. They want us to. They wish. The thing is, like I said, they're upset about that, and because we were raised right, they can't give us all the life advice they want to. They can't give us all the life advice that they desire, because we were raised right. They can't give us all that life advice. So because of that, I feel like it's like the parents, they want to give us all this life advice. Because I asked, if, let's just say hypothetically speaking, if within a month I got all my life and bred together, stuff like that, and I said sleep around with a whole bunch of women, lost my virginity and everything, had a bunch of girlfriends and stuff like that, within, let's say, a month, okay? I know that's really hypothetical, but let's just say hypothetically speaking, I did that. I asked, would my other modern parent have a lot of life advice to tell me to not do all that stuff? They said, yeah. My modern parents said that they would actually say that. My other modern parent would say that. I'm like, wow, like can I do right? It's like whenever the child do right, you raise the child to do right, and now the child not out there as successful and not doing what you're doing, you're complaining. Do you want us to do right or not? Pick a choice. It's like they expected us to do. I mean, I get that part. We're young and stuff like that. That tends to happen. But at the same time, you can't just sit there and do that junk. You can't do that. Do you want us to do right or not? You want us to be raised right and do better than you or what? I think that's the thing. Because we're doing better than them, they seem to not understand that. And they don't like that. So yeah, that's it. That's all I got to say. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.